Good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Puan Maizatul, how are you?
Fine, thank you, Doctor. Sorry. Fine,
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Doktor bisa dengar, Doktor?
Iya,
Can
bisa.
you- Okay.
Bisa. Oke, teman-teman semua, today we will have a guest lecture from UITM. So the topic we'll discuss about encouraging entrepreneur mindset. So, yeah, could you just listen everything that delivered by Miss Maizatul? So probably it's really benefit for us. So after the explanation from Miss Maizatul, we will have a discussion. I will encourage you to ask a question. Okay, it's your time now is to present your presentation.
Alhamdulillah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and
Good.
gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So it's honor for me today to present our topic has been given is about the encouraging the entrepreneur mindset. Inshallah, I try my best to deliver my presentation. All right. So before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Puan Maizatul Sadia binti Muhammad. You can call me Puan Mai. And I was a lecturer in UiTM Melaka. And I just wanted to say thank you very much to Dr. Ratyan Dananjoyo because give me a chance to be a guest lecturer for this topic, for this fundamental of entrepreneurship, inshallah. Okay, so before we start my presentation, so this is some outline, some guideline for you all. Okay, I will discuss about what is entrepreneurial mindset. And then I will discuss about the 4 characteristics of an entrepreneurial mindset. And we try to find any method how to develop an entrepreneurial mindset and why so important to fostering this entrepreneur mindset, okay, to everybody, as long as for sure for the student after graduate, and then I conclude and do a summarize for my presentation. The slide was clear. Saya punya suara okay? Kena dengar?
Okay.
Alright, alhamdulillah. So this is my introduction. Okay. Before we go to what is mindset of entrepreneur, and I hope that okay, kita define, we define what is entrepreneur are. Okay. So this is the first person, okay, that quote the entrepreneur is Richard Cantillon on 1755. Okay, Richard Cantillon was an entrepreneur. Okay, he said that entrepreneur is a person who undertake to do a job. Okay, in Malaysia we call it usahawan. I don't know, in Indonesia maybe usaha sama. So it's a person who set up, okay, a business taking a financial risk in the hope of profit. Okay, so another definition, what is entrepreneurship? We can see also, okay, that is entrepreneur. Another one is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship actually is a process. Okay, entrepreneur is a person. Entrepreneurship is a process. Involve not only the process that lead to setting up the business. We are going to setting a business or any entity. Okay, but also you can do some expansion. Maybe you already have a business. Okay, you're not a new business, so you do some expansion, or you can do some development for your business. That is entrepreneurship. Okay, all right. As I said, that Richard Cantillon is the first person, okay, that create the word of entrepreneur in the France. Okay, in the France word is entrepreneur, is a risk taker, equal to risk taker. Okay, risk taker, seorang yang pengambil risiko. Okay, or entrepreneur also we can say is an innovator or also inventor. Okay, who's the person see opportunities, okay, and have creative idea. Okay, all right, entrepreneur ni, Okay, dia mesti kreatif. Okay, they have or they got a creative idea, they see opportunities, and finally they form a business. Okay, dia pun buat business. Dia adalah innovator. In the same time, they have a creative idea, and they form from this creative idea to the market develop, all right, to the product and services, and finally they form a business. Okay, or entrepreneur also we can say that is a person who is moving forward. Okay, who is moving forward, the courage, persistent, they also the optimistic, right? And of course, they have to be hardworking. Okay, hardworking. So this business or her or his business, okay, finally will grow. That is entrepreneur. So kita kena faham dulu what is entrepreneur. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so this is evolution of entrepreneurship theory. Okay, evolution from the Jones Stuart Mill, 1848, okay, and then until 1936. All right, Jones Stuart Mill, okay, said that entrepreneur is a prime mover in the private enterprise. Okay, and what about the call merger? Call merger, the entrepreneur act as the economy agent. Okay, all right, for your information, I was a lecturer in economics. Okay, so we have resources. Okay, we have resources ataupun sumber. Okay, what we call in economy is a factors of production. Factors of production, we have 4: land, labor, capital, and one of it is entrepreneur. Okay, so that is what the call merger said, that the entrepreneur acts as a economic agent, and then you have to transform the resources that you have, and finally contribute to the product and services, and you sell the product and services to market. Okay, and make sure that the transformation is given value added to the product and services. Okay, next is a Joseph Aloysius Schumpeter, 1934. Simple word. Okay, entrepreneur is innovator. Okay, and the last one is Alfred Marshall on 1936. They said that the entrepreneurship is a process of the business development in evolutionary. Okay, so ada different definition dekat situ. So evaluation ni macam perubahan daripada awal from the 1848 sampailah 1936. That is what we call about the entrepreneur. Okay, if you can see in the slide, okay, every bloody living person that create a company or theory in note to Richard Cantillon, all right, and it developed into something that we all know now. So this is the most successful entrepreneur in the world. Okay, saya rasa you all kenal Jeff Bezos adalah merupakan founders of Amazon. Ini the most famous lah, all right, and it's an American entrepreneur, and what he say that start small, grow big. Ini dia punya quote lah, everybody quote. Alright, so what about the Bill Gates? Okay, Bill Gates is a founders of Microsoft Foundation, and he said that be your own boss, okay, and start early. So the keyword is start early. If you start early, okay, that is the keyword from the Bill Gates. Okay, the billionaire. So Mark Zuckerberg is a founders of Facebook. Okay, he said that don't chase money. All right, and finally money will chase you. That is a Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, what about the Larry Page and the Sergey Brin? Is a co-founder Google. So yang saya letak semua ni semua yang you all memang kenal lah. And it's a famous one. Amazon, Microsoft, Facebook, and Steve Jobs is the founders of Apple. Okay, he said that put a dent in universes. So everybody ni dia ada dia punya quote dia. Okay, and sometimes kita tak kenal pun siapa founder dia pun sebenarnya. Let's say macam founder of Twitter, maybe you all kenal. It's a Jack Dorsey. It's a thing about, ini saya suka. It's a thing about what the world use every day. So, maksudnya Jack Dorsey ni is a very concerned about what the people or customer do. Okay. And the last one is Jack Ma. Okay, yang ini famous lah, saya rasa korang kenal. Jack Ma is a co-founder of Alibaba Group. Okay. And saya suka, dia kata get used to failure. Dia memang stories about the failure lah. Okay. Alright, so this is the key ataupun the main point yang kita nak discuss hari ni adalah about the entrepreneur mindset. the mindset was very important if you are going to be entrepreneur. So what is a mindset? Okay, mindset is an entity from belief that we have. So the criteria is expectation, attitudes, habit, decisions, and opinion. And you spend in looking at ourselves and others our life. Okay, so kalau kita conclude in the simple word ataupun short is mindset is your faith, your belief, apa yang you percaya, how the way you thinking. So macam mana you nak build your punya own business, so macam mana cara you bertindak dan sebagainya. You punya attitude, your habit, semua mempengaruhi untuk you buat. Finally is your decision. Okay, that is mindset. Okay, so mindset is equal to what? Okay, so actually mindset is a fixed mental. It's a fixed mental ataupun attitude or disposition. Yang paling penting is that is predetermined kita or the person to respond. Okay, to respond to the situation. Yang itu adalah fixed mental. Tetapi what is the types of mindset? Kita ada two types yang kita nak. Okay, alright. So kita ada fixed mindset. Okay, fixed mindset ni adalah people who believe their basic. Okay, I have my basic quality. I believe my basic quality, and I'm saying that I was intelligent. That is your belief. I was talented. That is my belief. Maksudnya macam tu So they believe, but they only believe and they are maintain on that. They fix dia punya mind. Tetapi kalau growth mindset lain, yang ini yang kita nak. This is good for the entrepreneur. People believe most kita ada, we have the ability, and for sure this ability and talent ni you should be developed. You can develop your skill by your dedication and also your hard work. Okay, yang ini yang kita penting adalah growth mindset. Growth mindset ataupun kita develop the mindset. Maksudnya dia tak fix dekat situ saja. Okay, this is by the Professor Carol Dweck, Stanford University. Alright. Okay, so this is 4 essential characteristic of entrepreneurial mindset. Essential yang perlu sahaja. So kita ada lain-lain others characteristic, but we only discuss 4 untuk understand. Okay, alright. Okay, what about the creative thinking? Okay, you as entrepreneur, okay, you must have creative thinking. Okay, the way you do creative is the idea. Okay, how you generate the idea. Okay, so kalau kita kata tadi entrepreneur, dia mesti creative thinking. Tapi how they generate the creative thinking ni? Daripada idea, okay, daripada surrounding, daripada environment. That's why dia punya tadi tu attitude dia mempengaruhi, dia punya habit mempengaruhi. Okay, mempengaruhi to what? To do a decision. Creative thinking. Alright. Okay. Okay, so creative thinking is important for what? Okay, when the entrepreneur ni, okay, dia kena apa? Dia kena face the problem and challenges. Okay, they have to face the problem and challenges. So, how dia face this problem and challenges? By dia akan guna dia punya creative thinking tadi tu. Okay, supaya dia akan daripada, okay, let's say macam ni, saya kata tadi mindset kan. Kalau growth mindset maksudnya dia kreatif. So this is the problem, this is challenging. How? Okay, they have to create creative thinking lah. How dia nak solve this problem. That is a creative thinking lah. So anybody can be a creative thinking. Tapi macam mana? So creative thinking ni dia come out from the inspiration. Dan inspiration ni sometimes come from the little thing yang kita tak perasan. That is a creative. Kadang-kadang kita kata, oh, kau ni kreatif lah kan. Kita cakap kawan kita kreatif. Tapi kawan kita pun sometimes dia tak tahu kreatif tu apa, macam mana. Okay, that is a creative. Sometimes dia comes daripada little thing yang kita tak perasan. Okay, so creative thinker ni sometimes dia look at the world ni as a differently. dia pandang secara different. That is the creative thinking. Selalunya orang yang kreatif memang dia akan lihat sesuatu benda ataupun masalah ataupun challenging in different way. That is a creative thinking. Okay, another one is decisiveness. Decisiveness ni is refer to the ability you to make a decision. Okay, alright. So the decision that you make ni akan give high impact to your business. Alright. So bila you make a decision ni, you nak achieve your goal. Okay, you kena ingat entrepreneur dia ada dia punya goal. Alright, whether it's a short term goal ataupun long term goal yang dia nak achieve. Jadi how dia nak achieve tadi tu, dia perlu do a decision. So contoh, let's say I'm the entrepreneur. Okay, saya nak buat keputusan ni. So I have to make sure that, okay, I do a decision, okay, not include my emosi ataupun emotion. Sebab kita selalu buat keputusan, kita kena pastikan we not include the emotion without reason. With reason lah, okay, with reason. So bila you buat a decision and finally it would give a positive impact. So that is a decisiveness. Maksudnya you kena buat sesuatu keputusan tidak melibatkan you punya emosi. Okay, dan emosi tadi tu kita kena pastikan emosi kita adalah positif. Bukan mudah. Alright, and the third part is ability to learn from experience. Okay, ability to learn from experience. Okay, example. Always the youngest entrepreneur ni, okay, dia punya target ataupun dia punya goal untuk dia punya first trial business, selalunya dia nak achieve successful. Okay, tetapi bila they are trying to achieve successful and finally mesti dia punya result is you cannot achieve the goal. Selalunya finally. Okay, so you akan equal to failure ataupun fail lah. Okay, so failure is something that good. Sebenarnya failure is better than success. Kenapa? Because of failure ni adalah teacher ataupun teach us about the reality of the world. That is a failure. Alright, so kita kena ada ability to learn from the experience, even though we are through the failure. Because of success tu tadi, dia tak teach us about the reality of the world. And we have to know, the entrepreneur ni adalah risk taker. Dan kita akan tahulah, okay, it's a very risk, okay, dan kita mesti ada satu kebarangkalian dekat situ, and it's equal to failure tu adalah satu benda yang biasa to be entrepreneur, okay. Tetapi kalau untuk young, selalunya memang dia akan target untuk first term, they are target the profitable, but it's impossible, okay. So kita kena target macam ni, kita target for the first term, kita akan equal to failure ataupun unprofitable. Okay, but there's some point kita akan break even point and finally dia mesti akan plus dengan profit. That is how kita think lah, and ability kita nak learn daripada kita punya experience. Accountability. Accountability ni maksudnya kita kena skip daripada perkataan excuse. Okay, we have to take the responsibility. Okay, kita not only to think about the outcome. Okay, kita memang kalau entrepreneur dia akan selalu fikir about the outcome. Okay, so whatever the outcome tadi tu, you kena hold yourself, okay, and make sure that you accountable whatever, whether it's a failure or success, you maintain dengan benda yang sama dan you never give up. Okay, you never give up and you continue to grow your business. Okay, that is accountability. Sorry, yeah. Okay, this is several way how to develop the entrepreneur mindset. This is very important. You have to develop. Okay, you have to develop. If you are try to be the entrepreneur and you are dream to be the entrepreneur, so you have to develop the entrepreneurial mindset. Okay, so the first one is you have to set the clear goal. Goal is your objective. Goal is your objective. Okay, objective. Okay, whether it's a short term or long term. And the second is a practice being. Yang ini adalah decision lah. And you have to redefine you punya failure, and you have to face your fears, and you have to remain curiosity. Okay. Okay, the first one, set clear goal. Okay, you kena clear cut. You kena set what is your goal untuk you punya business. Whether it's a short term ataupun long term. For short term, macam saya kata tadi, okay, for the first term, kita tak boleh nak target this is equal to profitable. No. Okay, so you have to target at the first term, yes, it could be failure. And the second term, okay, it could be some break even point, and finally dia akan plus dengan profitable. That is the way kita nak kena think. Okay. Practice being decisive, alright? So you have to develop the ability, alright? If you are entrepreneur, if you are innovator, and if you are the new business, okay, you has to develop the ability to analyze a situation. Okay, because you entrepreneur, you are develop a product and services, and you are trying to market your product and equal to increase your sales or production. And finally, you get the profit. So this is the way. Jadi you kena tahu, you kena create you punya ability to analyze. You have to analyze the situation. Sebab current dia akan plus dengan environmental juga. Okay, and you have to absorb, you kena ada relevant data. And finally, daripada situ, bila you dah ada relevant data, and finally you boleh make a confident decision. Maksudnya you tak boleh buat keputusan based on you think ataupun you rasa, you tak boleh. You mesti ada keupayaan untuk analyze the situation, and you have to absorb the relevant data, and finally you make a decision, confident decision. Okay, third is redefine the failure. Okay, redefine the failure. All right, so the best entrepreneur, okay, the best entrepreneur is turn the failure into something positive. Bukan mudah kan, kita selalu macam mana, let's say your emotion was negative, and how you try to turn your negative perspective tadi tu to positive perspective. That is a good, or we can say is the best entrepreneur in the world. They can turn the failure into the something positive. All right, and falling ataupun even you are in the down situation, indicate that you are trying something. Okay, let's say you failure. Okay, failure ni means you indicate that you are do something. Okay, you never give up. You try cari solution juga dekat situ. Tetapi the true failure adalah you are not trying at all. You tak buat apa. So terus collapse macam tu je. Okay, that is the true failure. Yang ini saya rasa semua orang menghadapi masalah. Kita nak face kita punya ketakutan. Okay, so face your fears. Many entrepreneur, okay, dia fear to public speaking. So, macam mana kita nak buat adalah we have to expose yourself to it. Bila kita, this is our problem adalah kita fear to public speaking. So, what we have to do is kita kena expose benda yang kita takut tu. Expose yourself to it. And you have to upgrade your skills on communication skills. Mungkin you ambil kelas ke, you join any webinar yang related dengan, berkaitan dengan yang you nak ke arah nak build your company or your business. Termasuklah you can upgrade your skills. Okay, that is your face your fears. All right, remain curious. Okay, curiosity. Curiosity is one of the most important trait for the entrepreneur. If you are going to be the entrepreneur and your dream is to be entrepreneur, so this is one of the most important trait to you. So it's a curiosity. Okay, you have to must always seek out. Okay, find a new people, find a new, this is what we call collaboration. Okay, collaboration, all right, and then you collaborate with other company. Okay, not even though you nak kena collaborate with the success company je, no. Okay, company yang tak sukses, even though yang biasa pun kita masih lagi boleh collaborate. Kita do a collaboration and kita try to find a new experience. Okay, and never lose the curiosity to see around your corner. This is very important. Okay, all right, this is some stories. Fostering entrepreneurial mindset. Fostering. Okay, nowadays, okay, kita kaitkan sikit dengan you all. Maksudnya graduate, nanti kita graduate, student, okay, pelajar. So, kenapa we have to fostering the entrepreneur mindset? In Malaysia, okay, the higher education, all right, the ministries of education, what they do is they do a compulsory to take one subject about the fundamental of entrepreneurship. Itu dekat Malaysia. Okay, so sometimes the part 5 dia akan target the part 5 group lah. Okay, part 5 ni adalah pelajar akhir yang akan graduate. What is the problem is, kalau kita tengok balik the analysis of high unemployment rate, government do lah. Okay, government dia akan see the high unemployment rate. This is the major problem that the government have to tackle with, right? So the unemployment. So unemployment ni, okay, is causes by the 3 main factors. Lebih kurang lah, ada 3 main factors dia. Satu adalah inability of country to provide enough vacancy. Okay, tak ada pekerjaan yang kurang disediakan oleh kerajaan. Okay, the second, kita ada low education. Okay, and then another one is the unskilled human resources. Kita banyak labor yang unskilled. Okay, and third one adalah weak capacity for national capital formation. Kita kurang investment. Okay, sebab benda-benda ni tadilah akan create job dekat situ, akan create employment dekat situ. Yang itu penting. And then however, so macam mana kita nak settle this problem? Boleh tak boleh? Boleh. Okay, and we are trying to alleviate this problem by, okay, kita try untuk, pertama, kita bagi education and also the training to ataupun who yang unemployed tadi tu. Okay, yang kedua adalah, yang ni yang saya nak kaitkan dengan fostering entrepreneur mindset ni adalah kita fostering the spirits of entrepreneur among, sebab tu dia buat among student. Kalau dekat Malaysia, Indonesia I don't know. Tapi saya rasa most of the country memang galakkan dan diorang letakkan compulsory on you have to take the subject of fundamental entrepreneurship. Okay, alright. Okay, so bila kita fostering the entrepreneurship mindset ni tadi, apa berlaku adalah, you kena ingat kita cuba bagi some spirits, okay, terutama pada students, untuk apa? Untuk dorang motivate to have their own business. His or her tadi tu, dia ada own business. Bila dia ada own business, this is one of the motivation untuk dia buat business. And finally, dekat sini bila ada, okay, there is some data mengatakan bahawa let's say kalau 1% or 2%, okay, from the total population in the country, okay, are entrepreneur. So negara tu dia boleh jadi powerful of country kalau ada entrepreneur dalam negara dia lah. Okay, alright. So daripada entrepreneur tadi tu adalah kita akan create employment. Kita akan create employment, so banyak pekerjaan lah. And dalam pada masa yang sama, okay, entrepreneur ni tadi dia akan produce a good and services. So dia akan increase the production. Dia akan increase the production, and dalam pada masa yang sama dia akan increase standard of living. Okay, dia akan increase standard of living dan dia akan drive the growth in the income of the country. And also bila ada entrepreneur, dia akan unleash innovation. Banyak orang akan lebih inovasi, banyak akan orang lebih kreatif menghasilkan produk lah. Okay, that is what we call fostering the entrepreneur mindset. Okay, yang ini adalah summary lah yang apa yang saya story tadi. Kita encouraging the entrepreneur mindset. Why? So what is mindset? Okay, mindset kita ada fix, kita ada growth. And kalau growth tadi tu kita develop dan kita buat research sikit lah kat situ. And then kita kena tahu what is a characteristic of entrepreneur mindset. Okay, yang saya dah senaraikan tadi, kita kena kreatif, okay, kita kena accountability, kita kena fear kita punya face dan sebagainya. Alright, so kenapa perlu pentingnya kita fostering the entrepreneur mindset ni tadi adalah more income to country. Okay, macam mana more income to country adalah bila entrepreneur ni adalah person yang ada business. Okay, yang create a business. Bila dia create a business, selalunya dia lebih kepada production. Okay, so bila increase the production, dia melibatkan export and import, and finally, dia akan increase the income for the country, and finally, the economic growth for the country also akan increase. That is related lah. Okay, and then create more job. Confirm lah. Bila entrepreneurship, dia akan ada build kilang dan sebagainya. So, kita akan ambil banyak pekerja. Dia akan create more employment dekat situ. Yang sebenarnya for every country, the main problem adalah high unemployment rate. Okay, kalau you all belajar dari segi economy, the unemployment rate ni is one of the macro economic objective for that country. Okay, maksudnya we have to make sure that the percentage of unemployment rate tadi itu is not more than 3.5%. If more, the government have to do something. Okay, something tadi tu itulah yang macam saya kata. The idea of fostering of entrepreneur ni adalah yang something tadi tu. Maksudnya dia perlu create some policy, dia akan create macam mana nak, how to create the job, nak bagi income tu yang unemployment tadi. And finally dia akan increase standard of living, dan macam saya katalah dia akan membawa kepada pertumbuhan ekonomi. Okay, kita tengok video lah kot Alright, this is my YouTube channel. Okay, so kalau let's say sebab in UiTM, it's not only UiTM Melaka lah. I think it's UiTM. Kita was encourage the student, okay, daripada kalau dalam kelas tu, kita akan ajar dia how to do a business plan, and they have to transform the business plan tu untuk they have to do a video and upload dekat YouTube lah. So dekat situ, diorang akan buat or create the video tadi tu, they have to make sure that dia menggunakan teknologi and how to attract people. Sebenarnya dia create je produk tu. Okay, dia create je produk tu. So, saya adalah macam contoh, okay, seorang lecturer, kita ada berapa group. So, berapa group tu kita akan letak, katakan let's say one group equal to 5%. So, 5% satu group dia akan hasilkan apa-apa produk. Contoh, katakan yang macam hari tu, kita cuba hasilkan, nanti saya bagi contoh beberapa produk yang kita orang dah pernah hasilkan, dan dia akan adalah dia punya medal-medal yang diorang akan dapat. Tapi sebenarnya kita cuba nak create budak-budak ni tadi ataupun pelajar-pelajar ni tadi menjadi seorang yang kreatif and inovatif. Create something or product. And another thing yang kalau dekat kita orang buat untuk project innovation ni adalah, okay, the student was be given in 1 month, only 1 month sebab kalau more than 1 month, diorang dah kena nak declare dari segi nak kena daftar. They have to register diorang punya company. So kita tak nak macam tu. Jadi diorang daftar register by the UiTM. So dia kena create satu product in 1 month, dia kena jual. So bila dia jual, dekat situ dia akan belajar how to promote. Okay, dan dia kena declare berapa income, berapa perbelanjaan, berapa modal dan sebagainya. Supaya dia boleh belajar walaupun it's orang kata small businesses. Ni daripada masa diorang part 5 lah yang diorang kena buat. And finally dia kena declare benda tu. Bentang. Diorang kena jual. Okay, diorang kena jual sebab dia ada declare of income kat situ. Seronok budak-budak ni. Okay, so dekat dalam ni, kalau you all nak tengok nanti, korang boleh tengok lah kat saya punya ni, channel ni. Dekat dalam tu ada banyak video-video. Even though, yang macam saya pada cakap dengan Dr. Ryan, diorang buat TikTok for business. Itu one of idea jugalah. Sebab kebanyakan sekarang menggunakan TikTok untuk business sebenarnya. Kan? Dah banyak. Jadi kalau dulu pandangan ataupun kita punya mindset lah lebih kurang macam tu. TikTok is not for business. Okay, kita banyak guna untuk benda-benda yang lain, lebih kepada sociality. But now, it's quite different. Even YouTube. Okay, orang boleh generate income. Maksudnya, melalui sharing of knowledge dan juga experience orang melalui YouTube. Okay, dan plus dengan kalau dari segi produk, saya rasa lebih kepada TikTok lah kot. Okay, TikTok lebih aktif dan mungkin itu cara-cara macam mana pelajar-pelajar yang macam dekat UiTM Melaka lah, diorang belajar macam mana cara ataupun method menggunakan Facebook, menggunakan Instagram, semua method kita guna supaya kita nak tahu, supaya kita nak ajar pelajar-pelajar ni tadi dia tahu the tools of marketing tadi tu. Sebab marketing tools kita tak boleh bergantung pada satu alat je. Okay, cuba kita tengok Jack Ma ni sekejap. Alamak. Sekejap Kejap saya don't know. Tak nak dia. Okay, tak apa, kita dengan Bill Gates. Saya suka.
You find an idea that requires 3 or 4 years of improvement and patience and really sticking with it, that we're very good at that. Take Windows, which we bet our company on. Everybody doubted that would succeed. IBM did not support us in that. It took longer than we expected. Over 4 years before finally graphical interface got popular, and now people take it for granted. It's part of every personal computer, and you just expect it to be there. That was one of the grand successes of the company. In the same way, we're betting on the internet, that our tools there will be popular, and that a few of these content plays that we've decided to get involved in, that the scale and the users will make those into great businesses. My calendar gets very full with those, and then at night, after the kids have gone to bed, I'm on email a great deal. I get messages during the day. That's my chance to give long responses. And then over the weekend, I send a lot of mail as well. I take 2 weeks a year to just go off and read and think, where I'm not interrupted by work or anything else. I'm just solidly trying to think about the future, and people get to send me things to read as part of that so-called Think Week. So it's a nice mix of things. About 25% of the time that I'm out traveling around, meeting with customers, Europe, Asia, and that sort of helps me think, okay, do we have the right priorities? What are people responding well to, and what would they like to see us do better? Sense of design, that everything had to fit a certain aesthetic. The fact that he, with this little engineering background as he had, it shows that design can lead you in a good direction, and so phenomenal products came out of it. He knew about brand, I mean, in very positive sense. He understood, he had an intuitive sense for marketing that was amazing. You can't just keep doing the same old thing you were doing before. You have to take your skills and attack the new frontiers. For example, graphical interface used to be outside the operating system, and so there were many people doing those systems. Windows came out ahead there, and now it comes with the operating system. Likewise, the browser is something that Netscape looked at turning the browser into an operating system, and we looked at taking our operating system and building the browser in an integrated fashion. And so that was a good example of the kind of competition that spurs this business.
Hello, I'm Bill Gates, Chairman of Microsoft. In this video, you're going to see the future, Windows. Microsoft first came up with
that in the business of technology, you have to think about.
Okay, so kalau kita tengok Bill Gates ni ya. Okay, Bill Gates punya story ni adalah dia create macam Microsoft tadi tu. Okay, bila kita bagi tahu dengan orang, so everybody will laugh lah. Tapi sekarang dia dah berjaya lah. Sebab tu dia kata when you try to be entrepreneur, okay, dia mesti start dengan dream lah. Okay, if you have big dreams, dan daripada dream tadi tu, you come out to the reality. And you, okay, kita kena ignore lah all the negative, mesti ada negatif lah yang surrounding kita tu, yang boleh nak membuatkan kita sendiri pun rasa macam, oh, dream, it's finally become dreams. Okay, kalau you tengok dekat sini, competition pun macam dengan Steve Jobs Apple, dia punya competition, tapi dia tetap ambil dia sebagai satu positif. Ada relation juga dekat situ. Alright, so this is from the Bill Gates. kalau kita tengok, ini Steve Jobs. Okay.
I was lucky. I found what I loved to do early in life. Woz and I started Apple in my parents' garage when I was 20. We worked hard, and in 10 years, Apple had grown from just the two of us in a garage into a $2 billion company with over 4,000 employees. We just released our finest creation, the Macintosh, a year earlier, and I just turned 30. And then I got fired. How can you get fired from a company you started? What had been the focus of my entire adult life was gone, and it was devastating. I really didn't know what to do for a few months. I felt that I had let the previous generation of entrepreneurs down. I was a very public failure, and I even thought about running away from the valley. But something slowly began to dawn on me. I still loved what I did.
We are going to make it or break it based on whether we can provide products to higher education and services and relationships to higher education that no one else provides. And I think we ought to spend 100% of our time thinking about that. And if we can't do that, then we ought to go broke.
And so I decided to start over. I didn't see it then, but it turned out that getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again, less sure about everything. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life. During the next 5 years, I started a company named Next, another company named Pixar, and fell in love with an amazing woman who would become my wife. I'm pretty sure none of this would have happened if I hadn't been fired from Apple. It was awful tasting medicine, but I guess the patient needed it. Sometimes life's going to hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. You've got to find what you love, and that is as true for work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, and don't settle. So keep looking, don't settle.
Okay, yang ini adalah Steve Jobs. Kalau kita dengar tadi pun, dia punya story tu, sometimes bila kita tengok billionaire apa semua tu, kita always thinking that dia punya perjalanan tadi tu was very easy. No. Kalau tengok tadi pun, dia was being paid daripada dia punya, dia punya company dia ditendang kat situ. Dia kena berhentikan. Okay, company dia sendiri. Tapi dia tak putus asa. Sebab tu saya kata mindset tadi tu penting. Mindset of entrepreneur. Maksudnya, you try to be entrepreneur because of ada kawan you nak jadi entrepreneur. Okay, ataupun you tengok entrepreneur ni sebab apa? Sebab kita nak jadi entrepreneur kerana entrepreneur ni kaya. Sebab you kena tahu, perjalanan to be entrepreneur is not easy. Dia mesti kena very, very strong, and also you kena brave nak menghadapi what is your challenging ataupun problem yang akan berlaku. Maksudnya kita kena always think that, macam saya kata tadi, okay, selalunya yang muda-muda dia nak for the first term dia dah target, dia mesti profitable. Sebab tu dia akan jadi stress kat situ, dia akan jadi tertekan. So kalau you tengok dia daripada muda sampai sekarang, ada juga dia mengalami satu tekanan kat situ. Sebab dia terlalu minat sangat benda ni kan, dan dia tak putus asa sampailah dia berjaya sekarang. Okay, alright. So, sekejap. Okay, last kita tengok. Yang ini pun, Amazon pun kita tahulah benda tu pun was a big juga. Antara billionaire.
You can have a job, or you can have a career, or you can have a calling. And if you can somehow figure out how to have a calling, you have hit the jackpot, because that's the big deal.
The stress primarily comes from not taking action over something that you can have some control over.
You guys will find that you have passions, and having a passion is a gift. I think we all have passions, and you don't get to choose them. They pick you, but you have to be alert to them. You have to be looking for them. And when you find your passion, it's a fantastic gift for you because it gives you direction, it gives you purpose. You can have a job, or you can have a career, or you can have a calling. And the best thing is to have a calling. And if you find your passion, you'll have that, and all your work won't feel like work to you. Do something you're very passionate about, and don't try to chase what is kind of the hot passion of the day.
You can choose a life of ease and comfort, or you can choose a life of service and adventure. Which one of those, when you're 90 years old, are you going to be more proud of?
Whatever it is that we're going to do to start to address that situation, even if it's not solved, the mere fact that we're addressing it dramatically reduces any stress that might come from it. So stress comes from ignoring things that you shouldn't be ignoring, I think in large part. So stress doesn't come, people get stress wrong all the time, in my opinion. Stress doesn't come from hard work, for example. You know, you can be working incredibly hard and loving it. And likewise, you can be out of work and incredibly stressed over that.
No matter how good we are, we can still be better. You can always be better. Customers have a divine discontent, and they teach you if you listen to customers. So we watch for that, and we see patterns, and we can find places where it's not working, something's going wrong, and that's really how I get the feedback, is from customer input. What you really want to do is you take that, it's an anecdote, it's a single example, but you need to find the root cause. What went wrong deep inside the system? How did this happen? Because then you can fix it for everyone.
My job, one of my jobs as the leader of Amazon, is to encourage people to be bold. And people love to focus on things that aren't yet working. And that's good, it's human nature. That kind of divine discontent can be very helpful. But you really, it's incredibly hard to get people to take bold bets. And you need to encourage that. And if you're going to take bold bets, they're going to be experiments. And if they're experiments, you don't know ahead of time whether they're going to work. Every single important thing we've ever done, the most important things have always seemed dumb to industry experts at the beginning. So you have to get really good results. You have to defy conventional wisdom. And the problem, of course, is that conventional wisdom is usually correct. Experiments are by their very nature prone to failure, but big successes, a few big successes compensate for dozens and dozens of things that didn't work. Kindle, Amazon Prime, our third-party seller business, all of those things are examples of bold bets that did work, and they pay for a lot of experiments. I've made billions of dollars of failures at Amazon.com. Literally, billions of dollars of failures.
You don't just fix the symptom, you have to fix the root cause. And that's been the secret to our operational success for 20 years. There are a lot of things that are a waste of time. When you think about your life, I often tell people that I work with, if you can get, because people have very high standards for how they want their work life to be. And I said, look, if you can get your work life to be where you enjoy half of it, that is amazing. Because very few people ever achieve that. Because the truth is, everything comes with overhead. That's reality.
I'm willing to keep funding things if there's one high judgment champion who still wants to keep trying. And I think that's extremely important, because I think most companies, especially larger companies, give up on things too soon. It's companies that don't continue to experiment, companies that don't embrace failure, they eventually get in a desperate position where the only thing they can do is make a kind of Hail Mary bet at the very end of their corporate existence. Whereas companies that are, making bets all along, even, big bets, but not bet the company bets. I don't believe in bet the company bets. That's when you're desperate. That's the last thing you can do. What we're really focused on is thinking long term, putting the customer at the center of our universe, and inventing. Those are the three big ideas to think long term, because a lot of invention doesn't work. If you're going to invent, it means you're going to experiment, you have to think long term. So these three ideas, customer centricity, long-term thinking, and a passion for invention, those go together. That's how we do it. And by the way, we have a lot of fun doing it that way.
Every job comes with pieces you don't like. And we need to say, that's part of it. And not resent those pieces, or try not to. But also try to minimize them. I tell senior executives, you should have the least stress. There's this weird, I think, false idea that CEOs, I'm a CEO, there's this false idea that CEOs are under the most stress. Well, I look at that, I'm like, why? You're in charge.
That is true for most businesses, where you kind of proceed adaptively. It's step by step. You figure it out. You have a success, and then you kind of double down on that success, and you figure out what else you can do, what customers want. And everything we've done and all the success we have is at its root primarily due to the fact that we have put customers first.
So you really need to be very clear with yourself. And I think one of the best ways to do that is this notion of projecting yourself forward to age 80, looking back on your life and trying to make sure you've minimized the number of regrets you have. That works for career decisions, it works for family decisions. It means step by step ferociously, and it's the motto for Blue Origin. Basically, you can't skip steps. You have to put one foot in front of the other. Things take time. There are no shortcuts, but you want to do those steps with passion and ferocity. You need to be nimble and robust. So you need to be able to take a punch, and you also need to be quick and innovative and doing new things at a high speed. That's the best defense against the future. And you have to always be leaning into the future. If you're leaning away from the future is going to win every time. Never, ever, ever lean away from the future.
Being an inventor requires, because the world is so complicated, you have to be a domain expert. I mean, in a way, even if you're not at the beginning, you have to learn enough so that you become a domain expert.
Alright, so this is the last YouTube yang saya ni lah for Jeff Bezos. Kalau kita tengok, kita dengar betul-betul, okay, there's no shortcut. Yang itu yang saya paling clear dekat situ. There's no shortcut. Betul. Sometimes kita nak to be, bila kita tengok macam tadi lah, kita nak to be rich, kita nak to be a billionaire, kita nak automatically, semua benda kita nak sesuatu benda yang orang kata dalam keadaan yang kita fikir mudah. Tapi macam dia ni 20 tahun, 30 tahun, okay, maksudnya dia memerlukan satu perjalanan yang jauh juga. And kalau saya petik dengan Jack Ma yang cakap tu, okay, macam Jack Ma dia lebih kepada customer. Okay, so dia kata if you make your customer happy and finally employee tu pun mesti jaga juga, employee happy, and finally you punya shareholder also happy. And sometimes kita lebih concern pada shareholder. Bila kita concern pada shareholder, kita tak concern pada kita punya customer, it's wrong. And another one is, Jack Ma said that we have to plan 10 years. Okay, 10 years. Maksudnya kalau macam tadi Jeff Bezos ni pun sama juga. Kita mesti plan and we have to adapt with the future. Kita tak boleh nak take away the future tu tadi ke tepi. Okay, alright. So, saya rasa yang ini sahaja untuk saya. Okay, this is my end of my talk. Alright, so if you have any question, ataupun mungkin Dr. Raya nak tambah ke, pun boleh juga. Kita sama-sama discuss, sama-sama share knowledge dan sebagainya. Okay, saya end saya punya session lah dengan terima kasih banyak-banyak. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Puan Mai, for your great presentation today.
Alright.
So for my students, is there any question regarding these topics? Any question? You can ask in bahasa and English ya, Puan ya.
Boleh, tak ada masalah.
Tidak ada masalah. Silakan. Jika ada yang mau bertanya, silakan pakai in bahasa or in English, please. Tadi ada yang raise hand tadi. Anyone? Okay. While waiting, maybe we want to discuss about your topic. So how to to implement the mindset, the critical mindset, how to make our student be a positive mindset. So how to implement every stage that you have to explain before for our student.
Okay, all right. So actually, as I said, that mindset, we have fixed and growth mindset. Okay, and of course, growth mindset is a positive mindset lah. Okay, so bila kita nak set, dia memerlukan setting mindset ni adalah kita perlu buat macam saya kata tadi, mindset adalah daripada you punya habit, daripada you punya reaction, daripada you punya action, daripada you punya attitude yang boleh mempengaruhi. So sometimes kalau kita nak bina satu mindset yang positif adalah tak berkemungkinan kalau kita lebih kepada environmental yang semuanya positif, and our friends juga pun mesti positif, and sometimes kalau friends tu dia selalunya dia akan cakap tak boleh lah, ni tak boleh, so kita pun rasa macam tak boleh. So environmental tu sangat-sangat mempengaruhi kita untuk kita punya mindset dan kita punya stronger, kita punya macam tadilah, kita punya faith, kita punya belief. Kalau kita dah letak kita punya belief thesis, siapa-siapa pun kalau nak ni tak boleh. That is how kita nak create kita punya mindset, positive mindset. Okay, dan kita kena selalu buat benda-benda yang positif lah. Okay, that's the way lah. Okay, yang ini ada dekat chat ni. Assalamualaikum. Everyone can become an entrepreneur regardless of his major, whatever study, if he has a strong intention and then is able to develop the ability to analyze situation, apply relevant data, confident and also reckless, so that he will become an entrepreneur. Then is that enough to be an entrepreneur? Because usually reckless people sometimes don't think long about what they are doing. One day they are encounter obstacle in the middle of the road that will be difficult to overcome, then what should they do? Continue to maintain their business. Okay, as I said that kalau dia selalunya students sebab tu saya tak tahu kalau Indonesia, doktor, macam mana. Maksudnya Ministries of Education, kita dah alert pasal high unemployment tu tau. So dorang dah cuba, sebab tu dorang make a compulsory subject untuk fundamental entrepreneurship, supaya yang inilah yang macam yang student you tanya ni, maksudnya macam mana kita nak bagi seorang pelajar tadi tu dia mempunyai mindset of entrepreneur daripada dia belajar sebelum dia keluar daripada dia punya ruangan universiti tu tadi untuk ke workplace tadi tu. Jadi bila dia punya persediaan tu dah awal, macam saya kata kan, dia dah awal, and then kita dah ajar diorang macam contoh kalau bila kerajaan wajibkan subjek entrepreneur ni, budak-budak yang tak related, contohnya entrepreneur was related dengan business, so the business student tak ada masalah lah. Tapi kalau untuk pelajar seperti macam art and design, so they got problem with this. Kenapa? Why? I'm going to be entrepreneur and why I have to take this subject, betul? Okay, so sebenarnya yang ini adalah persediaan kerajaan. Persediaan kerajaan untuk awal-awal kita dah latih supaya dia dah tahu dah, dia dah jadi pelajar yang dia awal-awal lagi kita dah train dia macam mana nak buat sales, macam mana nak do a promoter tadi tu, supaya macam yang dia kata tadi tu lah, kadang-kadang bila tengah-tengah, okay, in the middle tu dia ada obstacles, dia ada challenging, okay, dia ada problem, mesti akan ada, okay, mesti akan ada. So dekat sini, bila dia ada mindset ni tadi, dia positif kan, dia boleh tukar. Dia boleh tukar, dia sebab tu tadi tu kreatif, dia boleh tukar daripada negatif tadi tu, how dia nak change kepada positive matter, supaya dia boleh kuat dan dia boleh strong untuk teruskan lagi perjalanan yang jauh ni. Maksudnya macam tu. Okay? Right. So itu cara lah lebih kurang. Kita nak maintain the business adalah sebenarnya attitude kita. Kita punya mindset. That's why kita focus on encouraging the mindset entrepreneur. It's not easy actually. But mesti melalui practice. Thank you very much for the question. Ada lagi soalan?
Yeah, there is someone who raised the hand. Muhammadiyah Syuhada. Yuda.
Kalau nak cakap pun boleh. Nak tanya boleh. On the mic pun boleh.
Hey, ayo Yud. Pakai bahasa nggak apa-apa Yud.
Halo, cek.
Cek ya. Nyalain dong kameranya, Yud.
Oh iya, iya. Bentar, Pak.
Thank you.
So I want to highlight what Jeff Bezos said before in that video. He said that we have to be bold about our choices. So the question is how to find our passion so that we can be bold about it. Thank you.
So maksudnya dekat sini, okay, kalau kita punya passion adalah sometimes kita kena, macam saya kata tadi, about the creative and innovative. If you're asking me, if you're asking about the creative and innovative, I'm not creative and I'm not innovative. But bila kita sebenarnya passion ni tadi adalah kita tengok pada benda yang kita minat. Kalau you perasan dekat video tadi dia kata do what you are love, do what you are interest. Okay, sebab proses tadi yang macam kita relate dengan kawan you tanya tadi tu, prosesnya jauh. Okay, so sometimes you could be facing ataupun face some problems, challenging, ataupun sometimes dia okay and sometimes dia punya challenging tu sampai you tak boleh nak control. Okay, so sebab tu kita plus dengan maksudnya you are going to be the entrepreneur, nobody force you. Okay, nobody force you. And this is your interest, okay, and you memang attract to do that and you are very love. So whatever obstacles ataupun problem ataupun challenging happen in the way of process yang you nak pergi tadi tu, you akan tetap strong. And I said that plus dengan you always keep on your mindset tadi tu. Mindset tu sebenarnya meletakkan you punya apa kita panggil pegangan. Maksudnya supaya you tak tiba-tiba goyang terus down terus macam tu. Okay?
Okay.
Alright.
But for the beginner, is sometimes is the hard thing is how to find the idea.
Betul.
And then is there any tips from you how to find an idea to start a business?
Okay, alright. Okay, I think the what we call the compulsory by the government, yang ini adalah the way supaya the student ni tadi could be interest and there is some idea to create the innovation. And one of this is you pergi join mana-mana innovation punya competition. That is what we do. Okay, another one is dalam kelas lah. Maksudnya bila dalam kelas adalah confirm that is a entrepreneurship subject. Sebab from this subject barulah kita boleh nak tahu apa itu entrepreneur, apa karakteristik dia kan, daripada that is a knowledge lah from the textbooks. Itu penting. Dalam pada masa sama ini cadangan saya lah cadangan saya sebab kebanyakan student saya semuanya kebanyakannya diorang dah ada business sendiri. And this is kita punya peluang menggunakan online business. Okay, saya rasa ramai pelajar-pelajar, saya tak tahu yang, saya rasa Indonesia pun ramai kalau saya tengok dalam YouTube, ramai yang berniaga. Maksudnya diorang punya peluang ni untuk buat online business sebab we know that to do ataupun to be an entrepreneur, the major problem is a capital ataupun we don't have any place. Kita nak sewa mahal dan sebagainya. But this is the way, bila kita dah digital economy, kita ada satu peluang do a online business, kita create apa-apa produk. Contoh yang pelajar saya buat, dia berniaga hari tu, contoh simple je. Dia buat aiskrim Malaysia, aiskrim biasa tu. Tapi saya terperanjat bila dalam dia punya kertas kerja tu, okay madam, yang ini adalah saya punya sales, yang ini adalah saya punya modal dan berapa saya punya perbelanjaan dan ini saya punya profit. For 1 month lah yang kita bagi dia practice tu. So this is the way lah. Okay, macam mana you nak cari idea, macam mana you nak cari apa yang you interest kat situ. Saya kata aiskrim Malaysia kan. Kemudian saya tengok dia jual kat siapa customer dia. Oh, saya ingat jiran je. Tak, rupanya dia punya pemikiran cara dia nak promote dia punya marketing produk tu tadi bukan jiran je. Tapi dia juga ada join any event. Siapa nak buat event, dia akan provide lah untuk katakan aiskrim Malaysia tadi tu. Sedangkan aiskrim tu tadi modal dia berapa je. That is the way lah macam mana kita nak create idea. Lepas tu yang macam pelajar yang kalau dekat Malaysia ni, kalau dekat UiTM Melaka, apa lagi dia buat adalah kita join innovation. Bila join innovation ni, sebenarnya kita akan cuba create produk apa yang kita nak buat. Contohlah hari tu pelajar saya kata, madam saya nak buat payung. Tapi payung bukan satu yang inovatif sebab payung tu dah ada. Kan, payung dah ada. Okay, ataupun umbrella lah, umbrella dah ada. So, bila time COVID ni, apa you nak buat kaitan dengan umbrella? Sekali dia buat, sebenarnya saya yang create tajuk tu, is Omicron umbrella. Maksudnya, satu umbrella, kan, kalau you tengok dekat Pinterest, kita boleh dapat idea-idea yang banyak sebenarnya. Dekat situ, Japan, dia create satu umbrella yang boleh tutup semua sampai bawah. Okay, it's a clear lah umbrella. Jadi kita fikir Omicron umbrella maksudnya adalah kita melindung, ada jarak dengan orang supaya daripada kita pakai mask, jadi kita tak perlu pakai mask dan sebagainya. So dekat situ budak tu dah create dah satu produk Omicron umbrella. Baru-baru ni dapat gold juga budak tu buat. Jadi banyak-banyak sebenarnya adalah latihan adalah melalui, lebih bagi saya adalah melalui competition. Dekat situ budak-budak akan cubalah untuk create idea dan sebagainya. Sebab dia kena paksa kan, dia kena cuba. Okay. Yeah. Ada idea-idea lain? Ada nak bagi pendapat ke?
There is a question from Bakari.
Yang ini ke doktor yang Dinda Shifa ni?
Oh, Dinda Shifa, okay.
As a student.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Salam.
Thank you for giving me the chance to raise this question. We're talking about entrepreneurship. And we
believe... can you please turn on your camera, please?
I can't see.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes. One of the problems that I always have in my mind as an aspiring entrepreneur is fear of success. I believe this is not just me alone, but this is one of the things that triggers most people to go back, because if you want to invest in business, you want to invest in new ideas, things that has not been happening, or you want to innovate something that people don't know, but you always have this fear that if I develop this thing, it is not going to be marketable, or it is not going to be something that will be accepted by the community or the society in which. So the problem for we, the aspiring young entrepreneurs coming up, is fear of success. So my question is, how do we overcome that fear of success to become a good entrepreneur in the future?
Thank you, Bakari. Okay, Bakari, can I ask you something? Do you already have any business?
I plan to have a business. Before, I have a business with my brother in Gambia, but right now, I'm not having a business. It is owned by my brother.
Oh, you already stopped that because of that fear of success. Okay, all right. If you see the most successful
business the kind of business that he does is selling fashion clothes and materials. That's what he does. But like I always have this fear, like what if there is heavy loss in the business in which he invests? So this is always something that pushes me back to become a good in the future. So I don't know, how do you overcome those fears or failures?
Okay, that's all. Can I interrupt?
Yeah, that's
all. Okay, Bakari, can I say that failure, okay, if you heard that I'm saying before, failure actually is better than success, okay? Because failure is teaching us about the reality. This is the reality, okay? If you always say it, and this is what we call encouraging the mindset of entrepreneur, okay? We have to set the mindset, okay? You cannot say that this is negative perception for me, okay? You set your mind that you feel that you are not to become a success, okay? And I know that you are more thinking about the profitable, okay? Yes, of course. If I'm in, I have a business, and also I have, I want to have a success in my business, okay? But that is why important. You have to set your mind, okay? This is what we call the fixed mind, okay? Fixed mind, because of fixed mindset means, okay, you are stopped your capability, you are stopped your talent, okay, you are stopped your skills because of you are fear you are not to be success. That is the statement. Okay. All right. So what you have to do is, okay, maybe, okay, you start again. Okay, you start again by do some, small businesses to make that to break your fear. Okay, and you just play with a small business, and I think it will attract you. Okay, or maybe you can join any competition, all right, to create some ideas. Okay, what it's the point is we try to break, okay, or to stop the thinking of you are fear to be success. Okay, that is the way, for my opinion. Okay, maybe you can join any, you can do again, never give up. You do again, you join again. Maybe you can join any online business, okay, in the small business, to attract you, to make you more interest, okay, to do back, join on the business again. Okay, back.
Yeah, Bakari, maybe, can I add something?
Yeah.
Ismail? Okay. If you want to do the business, you can start for a small thing. So if you have failed, so you not fail too much. So you have to start from small thing, step by step.
Yeah, step by step.
So yeah, that's the one that I was asking Miss May before our discussion, because our mentality is once we want to do a business, we fear that how if our business fail.
Yeah.
So try to try the positive thing. If you have a positive thinking, you will have a positive mindset. So be positive that your business going well. So there is a way. I believe that there is a way. So I like the statement from Miss May, Puan May. She was said that the failure is better than success. That's nice, because from failure you can learn everything. You can learn everything to be more successful in the future. So everyone that you can see the video, Jeff Bezos, and then Jack Ma, Mark Zuckerberg, and everyone here, they also fail for their business at the beginning. So don't worry if your business going to be there is some problem with your business. As long as you have a planning, you have to back up plan. How if your business fail, what you should do? What is the action that you have to do once your business getting a problem? That's we have to setting up from the beginning. Okay. Next, maybe there is another question here. Miss May, Adinda Shifa in the chat column.
Which one? Adinda Shifa.
Yes.
Adinda Shifa Fadila from the management. I, as a student, do not have real experience. We want to start a business. What kind of mindset should we develop to determine the best alternative in choosing initial capital? Because sometimes we have an idea, innovation, but right. Yes, okay. Miss Adinda Shifa, I don't know whether your university provides some, in my university, okay, UIT, there is a MASMED. Okay, MASMED ni adalah satu badan, okay, which is UITM do, untuk provide loan kepada, they give a loan to the student. Example, 5,000, zero interest to start the new business. I don't know in your university, Dr. Ryan ada ke?
Nah, tidak ada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the yang ada hanya pada saat there is two courses. There's a courses, and then we give them a capital, but it's only for the practice the business. So let's say Bakari, in your class, there is a course we call the business development, and we give them some capital for each people, and then they have to develop their business. But not, yeah, Bakari, this semester and last semester, yeah, you got subsidy from us to do the business, yeah.
How much, Bakari?
Yes, sir.
For business development, and last semester, what is the subject for last semester?
Business
When-
planning.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one that every student we provide them some amount of money, and then they have to develop a business, and all the profit is going to it's not for us. All of the profit is for them, and all the loss is for them.
Oh, they didn't need to pay back.
No, they don't need to pay back.
It's not a loan lah. It's
Not loan. It's like a subsidy for us from
How
us.
much? How much?
How much, Marin Bakari? 250, yeah, 250,000 per student, if I'm not mistaken. Ais ada di sini nggak ya? Berapa Ismail ya? Around that one. 250.
125,000.
Oh, sorry, 125,000 for one student. So they have to make a group. So they have to make a group based on, let's say they have 5 people, so 125,000 for one person is times 5 is it's become their initial capital.
Oh, it's mean 125,000 time is a times 5, Doctor?
Times 5 people. 5
times-
people, and then it's around let's say 500,000, and those 500,000 is become their initial capital to
This
develop
is
a business.
this is university offer for all students or only for the subject?
Or only for those 2 subjects.
Okay, Adinda, you
And-
can ask Doctor about the initial capital or business.
Ya, Adinda tuh semester berapa sih kamu? 3 ya?
Yes.
Semester 3 tuh berarti next semester ada mata kuliah apa namanya? Pengembangan bisnis ada mata kuliah itu nanti you can get the initial capital from us.
Okay, kalau untuk initial capital ni, okay, let's say lah, kalau macam sekarang, okay, lebih kepada online, okay,
Yeah.
maybe kalau macam saya lah, saya takkan nak ambil loan. Maybe you can ask your mom, kan, or your pa, kan, tapi perlulah amount yang banyak, okay, because you
Yeah.
are student. As Dr. said tu, macam kita buat from the small one. Okay, we start with from the small one. Sometimes the student, dia kalau boleh dia nak satu amount yang tinggi. Okay. Dia nak labur satu amount yang tinggi supaya bagi dia nak buat satu projek yang besar. Yes, I know, memang betul. That is our ambition lah. Memang kita ada high ambition. Tapi macam doktor katalah, if we are trying to learn the process, kan macam siapa tadi, Bakari, dia kata dia takut. So this is the process. If we invest on the less amount of money, so kalau kita failure pun kat situ, kita tak ada masalah kat situ dah. Tapi kalau kita terus invest in the high capital tadi tu, tiba-tiba, okay, macam selalunya kalau macam berniaga ni memang ada turun naiknya. Jadi kalau for my opinion, for the best part ataupun best alternative kat situ, yang mudah, yang selamat lah untuk kita sebenarnya is the process of kita nak going to learn. Nak tahu dia punya orang kata apa, turun naik dia tu. So dekat situ you dah boleh baca. You dah boleh baca dia punya senario macam mana berniaga, lenggak-lenggok dia. Tapi kalau you nak terus start kepada benda yang tinggi, yang itu memang you memang take a risk betul lah. Okay, untuk Adinda Shifa. Kemudian yang Radin Ahmad. Saya rasa saya dah beritahu pasal growth mindset ni tadi. Okay, growth mindset ni memang very important lah. Sebab growth mindset ni adalah, okay, when we face a problem ataupun challenging tadi tu, ini growth mindset ni tadi nak main peranan. Kenapa? Sebab kita try, okay, ambil. Selalunya bila kita menghadapi failure ataupun gagal, kita akan terus jatuh. Mestilah kita akan rasa emosi kita akan teruk. So macam mana kita nak control that emosi? yang itu tadi. Kita kata, oh tak, ini tak, yang ini mungkin masih belajar, so kita boleh buat lagi, never give up. Yang itu sebenarnya mindset kita. Tak apa, mungkin salah strategi. So kita mungkin salah satu cara adalah kita brainstorm. Kita brainstorm balik, kita tengok. Oh, hari tu aku salah strategi, yang ini, okay, modal macam mana. So dekat situ kita bincang balik. Dan perbincangan tadi tu, macam dia kata tadi lah, macam yang kita tengok video-video tadi. Diorang lakukan pembincangan adalah sesama. Katakan you ada 5 orang tadi tu, you berbincang sama kawan you. Sebab different orang kadang-kadang dia ada different idea. Cara kita nak face problem tadi tu pun, different person ni tadi, ini yang sebenarnya kita nak ajar you supaya bekerja dalam group. Macam mana? Berbanding kalau you bekerja seorang. Okay, that is a training lah. Okay, untuk Radin tadi that is a tips. Okay, doktor.
Okay, is there any other question? Ada pertanyaan lagi? Tak ada ya?
Dalam kelas ni ada berapa grup sebenarnya doktor yang doktor ajar ni?
Saya ada 9 kelas. 9 kelas. Jadi ya mereka, some of them are here, some of them not here.
Yang ini subjek apa doktor? Memang entrepreneur?
Some of them ya, ada yang subjek entrepreneur, ada yang subjek marketing juga.
Oh,
Gitu.
it's a mix lah. Okay. Alright, everybody, do you have any question?
Okay. I think if there is no other question, I think it's enough for us. Thank you so much for your speech, for your talk, for your sharing. And then probably someday we can arrange another meeting. Or maybe you can come in person to Jogja.
Oh, okay. Doktor, saya ada cadangan. Kalau macam untuk budak-budak marketing ke apa semua ni, mungkin macam maybe diorang ada initial capital tadi tu kan, ataupun collaborate dengan budak-budak UiTM, mungkin diorang boleh join innovation kan, competition kita buat lah kan, jadi kita bertanding, so dekat situ kita boleh ada ni lah kan, belajar kat situ.
Kita ada competition ini sekarang, nanti saya share itu ya, informasinya. Competition, we have a business competition, and then we will start it by this month ya, Ais ya. Ada nggak Ais?
Yes, sir.
Started this month, and then the final kapan is? At the end of?
On the January.
The final is January. So the competition is about Lean Business Canvas, the number 1, and then the second one is Marketing Plan Competition.
Oh, business model canvas.
Yeah.
They have to do a video ke apa?
Ada Ais atau Regina, can you explain to Wan Mai about this? Yeah, itu video. I think it's going to be video, and then you have to submit the video, and then the final is going to be final presentation online juga ya, Ais ya?
Yes, sir, online.
Online juga. Yeah, everything is online, and then I will share the information to you.
Kan, boleh.
Yeah, and probably one of or some of your students will join the competition.
Kan, boleh.
Okay. Thank you so much for everything. And then before we close, don't forget for the student to fill the attendance. And then for the last activity, maybe we have to take a picture, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So everyone, can you please turn on the camera? So because we want to take a picture. Di aba-aba ya, Ais. 1, 2, 3 gitu.
Yes, sir. Okay. Please, the other student, open the camera.
Yuk, open yuk kameranya yuk.
Okay. We'll start from the first slide. 3, 2, 1, smile.
Cheese.
And then another speech. 3, 2, 1, smile. 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, sir. That's enough, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Very much, everybody. All right.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ponmay.
Okay, bye. Assalamualaikum
Bye.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Terima kasih ya.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.